Welcome to the Edmonton Journal Oil Spills podcast. My name is Derek Van Diest. Alongside me is Jim Matheson and Rob Tychkowski, hockey writers for the Edmonton Journal and the Edmonton Sun. I want to talk about the Oilers, this constant selling low situation that they're in. It always seems like now there's always talk. Now they're talking, well, let's move Lucic. He had a bad year. Right. But the Oilers have consistently sold low. When a guy has a bad year, then they look to move him out, and they don't get the even return. You can make that case of Taylor Hall. You make that case about Jordan Eberle. You can make that case going way back to Joffrey Lupul. They've always sold low. Why, in your opinion, Jim, is this I don't think it's a strategy. I just think it happens with the Oilers all the time, is that they seem to sell players when they have their lowest value, or trying to move players when they have their lowest value.
Well, I'm on record as saying I have no idea why you would trade Lucic. I would wait one more year, and if he's a 50-point player again, and then you don't want to eat those 4 more years, then you trade him.
Yeah.
Not when he's coming off a 34-point season. Not when another team's going to say, okay, we'll give you our bad contract for your bad contract. I don't see how you're ahead of the game. Now, maybe Milan doesn't want to be here anymore. Maybe there's some family issues or what. Who knows? Maybe he said, yeah, see what's out there. But I don't think there's a big market for a guy who got 34 points who's making $6 million a year, and Peter knows that.
Yeah.
And Montreal was a market because they wanted to sign him before. Dallas wanted to sign him before, but they'd rather try for Pacioretty or Mark Stone or somebody like that rather than bring in Lucic at $6 million.
Yeah, I mean the Kings didn't trade Kopitar when he had the disastrous year, right? Sometimes you have to wait on players, and it goes in cycles. Guys have bad years. It doesn't mean.
So why would the Oilers say if they went to Dallas and Dallas says, okay, we'd like Lucic, but you have to take Martin Hanzal off our hands, say, who's got 2 years left at $4.9 million and is hurt all the time, And so you say, yeah, okay, well, we can think of that. Yeah. But then you're getting a guy who plays 30 games a year and is always hurt. Yeah. I don't know how you're any further ahead.
Well, that's the problem, Rob. If you're going to trade Lucic, you're going to have to probably take back another bad contract. So I don't see. You're right. How do the Oilers? They're not up in this situation. I don't see any positive in trying to move Lucic right now.
You don't win that trade. There's no possible way you win that trade. You're just to say that he's this toxic thing that you have to get rid of. No, like he was 2 years ago in the playoffs. He was fine. Like he understands that he's slower than some people. So what? A lot of people, when Reeves, had a role in Vegas and played well for them. He knows what to work on in the off season. He'll get a little trimmer. He'll work on his puck handling. Sometimes it looked like he was playing with a tennis ball out there, but he'll get a handle on that. And his shooting percentage was 12, dropped to 5. Like, I'm not an analytics guy, but that's obvious.
Yeah.
Like, he was hitting posts and missing that. You'll get a guy who's a little bit faster than he was last year, who handles the puck a little bit better, who's very aggressive, creates a lot of space and a lot of respect for Edmonton's skill players, who I fully expect he'll get 20 plus next year. Be back to who he was.
I think a bigger question is not his foot speed, is whether he wants to be the snarly player he was before.
Yeah.